Svensson welcome you to Highbury Stadium for the Gunners' first home tie in the newly titled Rumbelows League Cup. Manager George Graham has been forced to shuffle the pack of his unbeaten side this evening, with Anders Limpar on international duty with Sweden tomorrow and Siggy Johnson with the Iceland team to play Spain in the European Championship. Midfielder Michael Thomas had a late test on the damaged foot, which has ruled him out of the previous 3 games, but it has not responded to treatment enough to allow him to play. And young Hillier wears the number 4 shirt. Well, it's Chester trailing by 1-0 to get this game underway. They were rocked this morning when centre-half and captain Graham Abel dropped out after turning an ankle in training yesterday. His place in defence goes to Chris Lightfoot. But Abel will be sorely missed because besides being a stalwart defender, he is also their leading goalscorer. In attack, manager Harry McNally, Blood's new signing Neil Morton, signed from Northwich Victoria last week, but goals haven't come easy to the 3rd Division side, who have netted 6 in 5 away league games this season. The referee is Kelvin Morton from Bury St Edmunds, who was on duty at Upton Park on Saturday. So London seems to be his beat. The linesman with the red trim on his flag is Steve Pearce, and Stuart Tomlin has the yellow trim flag. So a false start in this Rumbelows League Cup. Chester in the yellow shirts kicking from right to left. And straight away Barry Butler getting his head to that one. Throw in to Arsenal, and Lee Dixon, a former Chester player, met there by the head of David Pugh. 7 is Rocastle. Hillier with his first touch. Smith back to Merson. This is Davis. Leaves it to Hillier. Perry Groves, his experience brought him into the left midfield position. Goalkeeper Billy Stewart. So a chance here for Chester to forge an opening. Ryan Croft, the number 11, the fair-haired lad. This is Croft. That's a long searching ball from Croft, met by the head of Butler. But steered behind. Chester, of course, trailing by just that single goal on the first leg. They'll be disappointed about that. But in actual fact, their league form in the 3rd Division this season has been better away from home than it has on their own pitch. They no longer play at Sealand Road, of course. They sold their ground during the close season to be developed and haven't found a permanent home yet. Certainly no inhibitions from the 3rd Division side. They've decided they're going to attack the Gunners. And taunts from the visiting fans because of that offside ploy by the Gunners. Arsenal leading by that goal scored in the first leg by Paul Merson. But odds-on favourites, of course, to go through here against a team who has achieved very little in senior football. David Pugh here with the free kick for Chester. And Seaman came an awful long way, crashed into Barry Butler, who's still on the ground. And Kelvin Morton calling for the physiotherapist. But David Seaman came an awful long way for that ball, got his hands to it, did well. So back on with the action. Seaman electing to bring the ball out. Merson with the flick. This is Rocastle. Can he get round the back? Oh, lost control. Ball bobbled away from him. And a throw to Chester. Hillier to Rocastle. Hillier in there again quickly. This is Adams. Winterburn. He's got Groves to the left. Paul Davis over the top for Groves to get in. Can he get in? Here he does. Groves! Oh, and it's ricocheted off the goalkeeper. And unlucky at the second attempt. But Chester almost caught there. A deft ball that from Paul Davis. And Perry Groves almost able to capitalise on the opportunity. A corner it is, though, which will be taken by Groves himself. And this time, Billy Stewart, a free signing from Wigan, makes claim to the ball. Adams. Whacked back again by Martin Lane. Bold getting to that one. Davis. Hillier. Groves. Over the top. And once again, Martin Lane, the one to respond on behalf of Chester. Big ball from Preece. Finds Graham Barrow. And a throw to Arsenal. David Seaman, signed from Queen's Park Rangers, and the England #2 goalkeeper at the moment. Down goes Rocastle. No push, says the referee, who was right on the spot. This is the captain. Oh, tricky play by Brian Croft. Kick given. David Pugh to take it. Met by Smith. Dixon. Steve Bold. Well, Arsenal will be wanting to take no chances at all. The longer they can keep Chester subdued, the better. Merson's flick. Hillier, good ball to Smith. This is Dixon, chance to get the cross, and a good one it is too. And there's Groves, there's the goal. Perry Groves gets up above the defenders A beautiful cross though from former Chester player Lee Dixon. And with 10 minutes, 9 minutes in fact, into the 10th minute, it's Arsenal 1, Chester 0. Off the head of Smith. Looking for Smith. But, met by big Chris Lightfoot, 20-year-old centre-back. Throw then to be taken by Lee Dixon. Oh, look at the space. Hillier driving it in. That'll be a corner if it goes, and corner it is. But young David Hillier, quick to see the gap there, drilled that ball in. And deflected there, the keeper couldn't keep it in. A corner it is to Arsenal to be taken by Paul Davis. And up comes big Steve Bold to the near post. Gets the flick. Danger here for Chester. A bad punch there by the keeper. There's Rose again. Oh, it came off the post. In fact, it was blocked by a defender, blocked there by Roger Priest. And a corner to Arsenal. But Perry Groves so close to registering his second goal of the night. Groves with a corner. Well held this time by Billy Stewart. Billy Stewart, a Liverpudlian, was an apprentice with Liverpool, but never made the senior team. That came off the head of Tony Adams. But Seaman, as always, making everything look so simple. Hallmark of a good goalkeeper. Very placid young man. And ball given against Chris Lightfoot. So, chance here maybe for Arsenal to get a strike on goal. Hillier with his back to us. Number 3 is Nigel Winterburn. Paul Davis facing the camera. And Lee Dixon just ready to make the ground here. Dixon with the shot. Struck it well, but didn't quite get the direction right. And a goal kick it is to Chester City. .22 minutes gone then, and still the scoreline: Arsenal 1, Chester City 0, giving the Gunners a 2-0 aggregate advantage. Here for Smith to get his second goal of the season. Oh, denied there by brave goalkeeping from Billy Stewart. With the ball over the top, Smith was through. He hasn't scored since the opening day of the season when he notched against Wimbledon. And denied once again, this time by Billy Stewart. Through ball again, Merson chasing, there's nobody in the middle. Groves is trying to make up ground, he's got there now. Merson holding it well. Rocastle. Oh, sandwiched out of it there by Pugh and Martin Lane. An indirect free kick to Arsenal, as indicated by the referee's raised arm. But a chance to get another telling cross in. To be taken by Paul Davis. Left foot. It's going to swing in on goal. Plays it deep. Keeper just got his fist to it to knock it away. As Smith and Bowl came in. This is Brian Croft. Oh, not a very accurate pass, but he's found Neil Morton. Morton back to Croft. Pugh. Getting tangled up, and it's Davis to Rocastle. Chance for Rocastle to expose the Chester defence here. Gets in the cross, is a good one. Groves is there. Groves scores. So simple. And again, it comes from a right-wing cross, this time from David Rocastle. He didn't play the early ball, he halted, waited for the support players to get up, and there was Perry Groves standing in space to nonchalantly side-foot the ball past poor Billy Stewart. It's Arsenal 2, Chester City 0. So 25 minutes gone, and Arsenal go 3 goals ahead on aggregate. 2 goals here on the night from Perry Groves, the man who's not been able to maintain a regular position in the side this season, who's come back with a vengeance and scored 2 very good goals indeed. This is Groves, bubbling now, finds Davis. Winterburn's broken on the left, but he spreads it to the right for Dixon. Can Dixon get past Morton? Well, he couldn't get past Morton and Pugh. But he gets the throw. Smith. Dixon to Rocastle. Groves calling for the ball again. This is Nigel Winterburn, tries the shot himself. Oh, and just punched over by Billy Stewart. But Nigel Winterburn so close there. They were all anticipating the cross, but Winterburn let fly with his left foot, and Billy Stewart just struggled to tip that one over. So a corner to Arsenal on the far side, again to be taken by Perry Groves. Winterburn, of course, still looking for his first goal of the season. That came off the head of Chris Lightfoot, the 20-year-old centre-back who's on the transfer list at his own request after being dropped earlier in the season. So Groves with a second opportunity to swing this ball into the 6-yard box. Smith at the near post, and plucked off the head of Merson there by Billy Stewart. David Pugh, and he didn't really know much about it. This is Rocastle. Space to get round the outside. His trickery Opens up a gap inside though. This is Groves. Can he get a hat-trick? No, he lays it back for Hillier. Oh, and a good save by Stewart. Rocastle now. And Stewart wants it. Roger Priest allows him to gain possession. But what a good little bit of football that was from this man, David Rocastle. Less than 12 minutes remaining in this first half. Winterburn into space for Rocastle. Dogged determination from David Pugh there, who went with him stride for stride. Smith, Merson, Rocastle. Hillier won't catch that one. Dixon. Adams. Priest. Davis blocking Barry Butler's attempted pass there. A throw though to Chester City. As we move into the final 10 minutes of this first half, with Arsenal comfortably leading by 2-0. Hillier finding Rocastle. Out to Dixon. Always available on this right-hand side is Dixon. This is Smith. Ball kicked away there by Lightfoot. Nigel Winterburn. Merson. Good control. Davis. Davis again. Adams will switch it to Rocastle. Chester City battling every inch of the way, but a mistake there by Croft gives Rocastle possession, and Croft did well to come back at him and hustle him out of that one. David Rocastle just unable to find the acceleration there to move away from his opponent. Croft caught by Dixon. Free kick to Chester City. Pugh. Hillier. Clever little bit of play that by Hillier. Rocastle. I don't understand what David Rocastle was trying to do there. Obviously he didn't like the attention of Graham Barrow, but it's Barrow who gets the free kick and gives possession and an attacking position to Chester City. Ryan Croft with the free kick this time. Deep one, Smith's there, allows it to go out for a goal kick. This is one of the basic differences between these two sides. Arsenal making their dead ball kicks work to their advantage. Chester rather hurrying theirs and not taking full advantage of the situations. getting it across to Croft. He's waiting for some support. It comes in the form of David Pugh, and then turns it the other way where he's got two colleagues. And Nigel Winterburn quite content there to concede the corner. Brian Croft then over on the far side with the flag kick. Barry Butler at the near post. A header coming in though from Lightfoot. Croft. That's a nice ball. Cross from Bennett. Merson. That throw's being given Arsenal's way by the linesman, Chester's way by the referee, and it's his decision that counts. Lane. Nicely taken by new boy Morton. Morton shrugging off the attentions of Adams. But cut out in the end by Winterburn. Rocastle now. Davies. A nice play between Merson and Rocastle. Hillier. Davis. I think he was trying to thread that one through to Perry Groves in a more forward position. This is Rocastle. Davis up against Pugh. Clever play. Dixon. Another searching cross from him. Merson coming in. Smith, header by Smith. It's there. A long ball from the right by former Chester player Lee Dixon. Opens up the Chester defence again. Merson heads it back, and it's Alan Smith who gets the final touch to nudge it past Billy Stewart. His second goal of the season, his first on the night. It's Arsenal 3, Chester City 0. Hillier. Dixon. And Hillier just caught before that ball was played to him by Brian Croft. That's a foul throw also from David Pugh. His foot was inside the white line. Lane. Martin Lane, seeing nothing on, decides discretion is the better part of valour there, and knocks it back to Billy Stewart. He pumps along one down the middle, straight onto the head of Steve Bold. Butler. Rocastle to Groves. Oh, good ball, Davis. That's a bit of class. But, the industrious Brian Croft coming back to help his colleagues. Hillier. Merson. Dixon. Hillier. Nicely played, Merson. Oh, Hillier hadn't run. Didn't anticipate that. And there we are, the end of an entertaining half for Arsenal fans. 2-goal Perry Groves is the hero, of course. He smashed the heart out of poor Chester with 2 strikes in the first 25 minutes. Alan Smith grabbed his second goal of the season in the 41st minute, All the goals coming from right-wing crosses. The half-time score here, Arsenal 3, Chester City 0. Welcome back to the second half, which Arsenal will get underway, kicking from right to left and wearing, of course, their familiar red and white strip. With this tie comfortably in the bag, they can go out and enjoy this next 45 minutes. Adams. Chester have made one substitution. They've brought on Neil Ellis wearing the number 12 shirt. And he's an attacker. It looks like he's taken the place of no, it's not Gary Bennett that's gone. We'll just check around. Carl Dale seems to be the man missing. Well, this is Neil Morton. Morton takes a tumble. What an evening it's been for this young man, though. 21 years old, Neil Morton, an ex-Crewe apprentice, signed from Northwich, Victoria, only last week for £50,000. And a week ago he was a warehouse man. Today he's starring here at Highbury Stadium on the same stage as the best in the country. I said Carl Dale had gone. He's still on the field, so Rocastle. Long cross, a little too long. And a goal kick to Chester City. Well, Chester Football Club, established in 1884. But the tradition of the game in the city stretches back to the very ancient times. The folk game on Shrove Tuesday, knowing to have continued there until 1540. It being the custom for the shoemakers to deliver to the drapers one ball of leather called a football from the Rudee to the Common Hall of Chester. And that was a tradition that was faithfully carried out until 1540, when they turned it into a foot race for some reason or other. A little bit of magic there from Neil Morton, but couldn't get the final break to get the cross in. The best performance in this competition, the League Cup, was a run to the semi-final in 1975, when they beat the then mighty Leeds United 1-0, and then lost to Aston Villa by 1-0 in the semi-final. Hillier getting that header in. This is Merson. Looking for Groves. Bent it a little too much. Groves chasing, but Roger Priest has it under control. Alan Smith cutting off the route to goalkeeper. Did well there, this Smith. And that ball played through by Martin Lane. And a free kick given to Chester City. This is Brian Croft. Obviously a favourite with his home fans. Always a big cheer when he's on the ball. And Tony Adams all over Neil Morton there. Throw then to Chester City. Davis's header. Oh, that's gone behind, picked up by Dale. Dale weaving his way through. Steve Bold there trying to block it. Adams it is who gets it away. And that's only a throw. Well, Chester exposing this Arsenal defence at the moment. Bold beaten. Adams covering well behind him. That's a knockdown there, a chance here maybe. But Gary Bennett didn't seize upon it. Still Chester on the attack though. Roger Priest with the throw. Came into professional football with Coventry City, but didn't make the first team there. And the clearance made by Perry Groves. Good ball into space. Picked up by Winterburn. He finds Merson. Out to Rocastle. Good football this from Arsenal. Chance to get the cross in. Croft the man closing him down. The cross comes in from Dixon. Oh, a beautiful header. What a goal. But it's a free kick to Chester. And that's a shame. A little bit of pushing, says the referee. And that was a shame because that was a beautiful finish by Paul Davis. It would have been his third goal of the season. He scored both goals, of course, on Saturday here against Norwich City. Merson. In fact, Dixon. Rocastle had to get in quickly. And Davies cutting across Gary Bennett there. Martin Lane with the free kick. Off the header, Smith to Dixon. Merson took it well under pressure, but didn't roll it back far enough for Rocastle. And back come Chester through Carl Dale. Stopped there by Adams. The away fans want something for that, but there's no question of a foul there. This is Adams. Merson, good turn by Merson. To Rocastle. Rocastle up against David Pugh. Oh, he's sending him the wrong way there. Took too long though to get the cross in. And he's having a battle for it. E. Dixon with the throw. Merson. Good play by Merson. Hillier trying to get in on it, but it came off the head of Gary Bennett. Groves with a throw. Groves again. Winterburn. Groves. It's very tight, he's got three men up against him. And no way past Neil Ellis. Mighty throw. Ellis. Well played, Neil Morton. Clever stuff from Morton. But Arsenal getting possession again. Chester not allowing the Gunners to settle on the ball, and it's Dale now for Chester. Solid challenge from Winterburn. Davis. And Chester just hustling Arsenal out of their stride a bit here in the second half. They're not allowing them to settle on the ball. They're rushing straight in at them, not allowing them to play their normal First Division style football. They're having to make their passes earlier. Winterburn. Davis. Fouled there by Barry Butler. But David Hillier still down from a previous knock. Gary Lewin attending the stricken player. David Hillier, a great young prospect here at Highbury. He'll want to continue. Free kick then to Arsenal. Winterburn, the man nearest the ball. To Davis. Spinning one for Alan Smith to get his head to. Adams is in there. Adams shoots. Adams scores. Oh, he loves that, doesn't he? So Tony Adams bangs in the 4th goal of the night. His first goal of the season. It's Arsenal 4, Chester City 0, with just 21 minutes left for play. And 5-0 to the Gunners on aggregate. Hasn't dampened the spirits, though, of this Chester side. They're coming back again. Throw to Chester City. David Pugh, the man with the ball. It's dropped again in that danger zone. Bit of tugging there, and a free kick to Chester. Roger Priest, the number 2. Brian Croft, the number 11. A little flat that ball. Bold easily turns it to Rocastle. Smith, Rocastle. Dixon's clear on the right. A beautiful ball by Dixon, first time to Perry Groves. Perry Groves tried to scoop it through to Davis. Winterburn. Smith. Hillier. And well cut out there by Neil Morton, but it's Hillier again. And that one stopped by Chris Lightfoot. Adams now. Merson. Rocastle. Groves. Groves storming in. Can he get his hat-trick? He's driven wide there and blocked in the end by Martin Lane. The Arsenal substitutes are David O'Leary and Kevin Campbell. Central defender and striker. Hillier pulled up for that awkward challenge on Carl Dale. David Pugh with a free kick. And flicked on there by Gary Bennett, who spent a season with the Wigan before joining Chester in 1985, and then went to Southend. Spent a little period there before returning to Chester. But Arsenal now, it's just a question of how many they score. And it looks like a substitution to be made for Arsenal, with Kevin Campbell peeled off on the far side. The man they're going to take off is Alan Smith. Merson threading that one through for Rocastle. Needs some support. He isn't getting any, so he's got to do it all himself, and he can't bend that ball across. Got a deflection though, so he wins the corner. And linesman Steve Pearce trying to show how to do it with that bent kick. Steve Bold taking up position just in the 6-yard box there. Keeper came well. Hillier got the touch. Groves. A good challenge there by Nigel Winterburn. And they want to make the substitution now. In fact, it's David Rocastle going off and Alan Smith. No, it's the number 9 board is for Chester. So Campbell comes on for David Rocastle. Off goes number 9 Neil Morton, the former Warehouse man, and on comes Alan Reeves. Alan Reeves wearing the number 14 shirt. Just 16 minutes and 17 seconds left to play of normal time. And straight away, Reeves getting a touch of the ball. But this is where the dangers come as far as Arsenal are concerned, although the defence is always covered very well. Header. Campbell's touch to Groves. Oh, what a glorious return ball by Groves. Campbell's in. The keeper's handled it, surely. The flag's up. The referee didn't know. He's given the free kick. It'll be handball. I think that's very harsh on the goalkeeper in that situation. But that's the new ruling decreed by FIFA, that you must interpret it this way. So it's a handball, a booking for the unfortunate Billy Stewart, a direct free kick for Arsenal, just on the edge of the box there, right on the 18-yard line. But what a marvellous ball that was from Perry Groves. He bisected the defence there, opened them up completely. Campbell was through and just ran out of a little bit of space there. Blocked well by Stewart. So a free kick to Arsenal. They've decided to take it indirect, the strike by Winterburn. Campbell held off well by Martin Lane. Kept in well by Ellis. Charged down by Smith there. Dixon. This is Pugh. Priest. Dale going through. Victor Campbell. Campbell trying to work some space to get the shot in. Groves is there. Oh, he's hit it a little too hard for Groves. And Groves unable to keep it in. Campbell's touch just a little too heavy there. And another substitution. Off goes Steve Bold. On comes David O'Leary to a rapturous reception here from the Highbury fans. Tie already won, of course. And on comes a man who's spent his entire life here at Highbury. The longest serving player on the books, David O'Leary. Dixon. Campbell beaten in the air there by number 6 Martin Lane. Pugh getting it forward, but getting crunched by the tackle of Campbell in the process, and gets the free kick. Throw to Arsenal. Smith. Cut out by Butler. O'Leary, Butler. Crofts on the left, but they can't get the ball out to him at the moment. And O'Leary will let that one go for a goal kick. So as we move into the final 10 minutes of this Rumbelows League Cup second round tie, second leg. It'll be Arsenal fans who watch the draw live on television tomorrow night to see who their opponents are in the third round. Third round played on a single leg basis, a KO round. Had a lot of the ball in this second half of Chester, but they've not really hurt Arsenal in terms of getting in behind them and causing David Seaman concern. And that throw pulled up by the referee, Kelvin Morton. Dixon taking it from the wrong spot. So the throw now goes to Chester. And David O'Leary will take the free kick. A mighty one for Campbell to chase, and he's on here. Campbell, can he get the shot in? He can! Oh! Hit the post with awesome power. What a brilliant ball that was from David O'Leary. Experience telling there, saw the space, drilled the ball through, and Campbell chased it. Got goal side of the defender, powered in his shot, and he's denied by the woodwork. Well, that would have been a stunning goal if it had got in. But Brian Croft showing his craft there. Rose tries to take one man too many though as Merson goes through, tries the only shot, that's a goal! 25 yards, and Merson finishes with a class shot there. The keeper way off his line. So, 82 minutes gone, and Merson makes it 5-0 to Arsenal, 6-0 on aggregate, with one of the best goals of the night. The defence caught flat, he looked up, saw the keeper, Billy Stewart, off his line, and chipped the ball on the run. Hillier, picked up by Butler. Pugh under pressure from Alan Smith. He's given it away to Merson. On for Davis. Davis threading it through for Winterburn. He shoots and just tipped round by Billy Stewart. I think he was going to go into the side netting anyway, but Billy Stewart making sure he had to react. He did so brilliantly. And Perry Groves with the corner kick. Up comes David O'Leary. But the ball met by Pugh. Another corner to Arsenal. Now into stoppage time in this Rumbelows League Cup tie, and the final whistle goes. So there we are, a comfortable passage for Arsenal in the end. That early two-goal burst from Perry Groves killed the tie as far as Chester City were concerned, and although they battled bravely, they were never able to contain the class of the Gunners, who added goals through Alan Smith, Tony Adams and Paul Merson, his being the pick of the bunch and earning him the Sports Writers Man of the Match award here tonight. So Arsenal cruise into the third round, 5-0 on the night, 6-0 on aggregate. It's Arsenal 5, Chester City 0.